Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and yes, it has finally arrived. This is a campaign that I have been looking forward to since before I even started my YouTube channel. This is a campaign that you guys have been asking me about since I started my YouTube channel, and it is finally here. This is the official Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD campaign. Now, keep in mind, guys, that this is very, very early alpha. The 1212 modders were super nice and allowed me early access to show you guys this campaign in its state. But keep in mind that a lot of things have not been completed. Most of the factions are playable, but a lot of them haven't been refined to, obviously, the full potential that we will see once the campaign launches publicly. But if you guys aren't in the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD Discord, they do have a channel where you can kind of slot your name in and see if maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones that gets to play it as well in its early alpha phase. But as I said, there are just a ton of factions here. You can see that most of them are slotted in for play. But just look at how much the modders have put into this campaign. Look at all of the factions. So this is no longer going to be limited to the Age of Charlemagne map. It is full encompassing of the Grand Campaign Attila-style map. So a lot of room for world conquest for sure. But we are going to be diving in as the Kingdom of France with the faction leader of Philippe. Apologies in advance for my terrible French accent. I will give it the best go that I can. Our religion, of course, is Catholic Christianity, and we're going to play on normal because the past couple of campaigns have really kicked my butt in the harder difficulties, so we're going to keep it on normal for now. Initial challenge is normal, and start year, of course, is 1212 AD, and obviously you can see we are missing the start positions, but that will all be added in at a later date. And if I could ask something of you guys, please, please, please be really active in the comments down below. The 1212 modders are very receptive to feedback for the campaign. There is a lot that still needs to be done, but if there are things that you could see that maybe they could do better, or things that might be missing, or maybe just things that you want to praise them for, like things that they've done well in the campaign. But also keep in mind as we go through this campaign that Attila is notoriously terrible for all of its hard coding, so a lot of things cannot be changed. You have to keep in mind that this is just a mod, and they're doing the best that they can. But I don't have an actual date for when it will be officially released, but this is a good sign that we're already going to be getting out some footage for you guys of the official 1212 campaign. Oh, okay, I think I've said everything that I need to, so let's go ahead and read about the French, and then we'll dive on in. So, succeeding the Carlings, the Capetin dynasty, following the election of Hugh Capet, ruled largely as first lords amongst the highest nobility of France. The coronation of Philip II Augustus, however, marked a drastic change in the kingdom's situation. Philip's ambition and talent for rulership has led to the rise of France as a dominant force. Pragmatic diplomacy has led to an almost complete conquest of the continental holdings of the Angevin kings of England. Hope I pronounced that Angevin or Angevin. Kings of England, and reforms have led to greater centralization of power within the kingdom. At the dawn of the 13th century, with its main rivals, the Angevin Kingdom of England and the Holy Roman Empire, beset by inner turmoil, the King of France is in a great position to insert himself as a dominant monarch in Western Europe. So it sounds like we are a budding kingdom, a rising power in the Western world. So our cultural trait here is Gallia Frisia, where the true heirs of Charlemagne and Franks reside, and our faction traits, Paragon of Chivalry. Brothers in arms, I come to die or find glory at your side. So Death Before Dishonor gives us +5 morale for cavalry units. Laissez Fournier, plus 20% charge bonus for cavalry units, +1 noble unit cap. Birthplace of Gothic architecture, which is -50% construction costs for religious buildings. That is really huge. But then French expansionism, basically everybody in the Western world hates us. So again, show your love for this new campaign, guys, and of course I will still be launching my Medieval 2 Italian mod campaign in the new year, so don't worry, that is still going on, but I could just not pass up an opportunity to show you guys this campaign. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright guys, welcome to the campaign map, and we've got a mod credits screen that's come up here. So these are all of the people that have been involved in the making of the campaign, a lot of the modders here. So thank you so much to everyone on this list. We really appreciate the fact that you are willing to turn a game that, let's be honest, wasn't really too good and just turn it into something that's amazing. You've delivered where CA has not in giving us basically a Medieval 3, and we just really all appreciate the time and effort that you've put into this mod. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Medieval Kingdoms. So the Pope. As a Catholic faction, you must play a precarious game of managing both your feudal vassals and the clergy. At the helm of the clergy lies the Pope, supreme leader or supreme ruler of the Catholic Church. Appeasing the Pope may be in your best interest, as displeasing him can have dire consequences. So this kind of reminds me basically of Medieval 2. If you attack too many of your Christian neighbors, then the Pope basically excommunicates you and your game is over. And war weariness. The sign of a great leader is in knowing how far your people can be pushed. Wars are significant, dramatic events that should not be undertaken lightly. Alright, so here is the Kingdom of France. We definitely have some issues to the north and the south, as we found out in the opening credits there when reading about the rise of the French. And the rise of the French to power. The English are definitely going to be a bit of an issue for us, as well as Flanders, and possibly the Holy Roman Empire as well. And to the south, obviously, Toulouse is going to be a bit of an issue. Looks like Bordeaux is under English control. So we do have some conquering that we must attend to, for sure. We've got... who is this here? Dauphine of Viennois. So they look like they may be an easy first target. Let's take a look at diplomacy here and see who likes us and who doesn't. So the Duchy of Burgundy is a puppet state of ours, and they are quite friendly, which is good. And it looks like everybody else kind of just tolerates us. Where are these guys? Let's see if we can grab trade from them. No, that's low. What about Republic of Pisa?
Worthy guest. I trust you bring... For my people's part, welcome. For my
No?
part,
Nobody wants to trade?
we offer you honest welcome.
Alright, I guess not. That's fine. So it looks like we start with a few armies. We've got an army here, led by Simon. And we've got some early period swords, a lot of cavalry. That's really going to be our strength, is our cavalry, so we're going to have to rely on them. We've got some archers in that as well. And we've got, obviously, Philippe, who is our king. The king of France. He's got some levies, some sergeants of arms, more of the early period swords, archers, and cav. And then we've got this one in the north, led by Matthew. And he's actually got some crossbows, which is nice, cavalry, and some of the levies. So, yeah, definitely cavalry is going to be our main focus. The technology trees, I would imagine, will be expanded over time, but this is just what's been in currently. And my goodness, these take quite some time. Keep in mind, guys, this is kind of the first time that I am looking at this campaign as well, so I will be taking a bit of time to look at all of the buildings and whatnot. But I won't do it for too long because I don't want that to be the entire episode. So right away I see this. Wealth plus 10% from agricultural buildings. That is definitely useful. I mean, our military is probably fine for right now, so let's go ahead and get the economy going. That's usually my strategy for those of you guys that watch my Let's Plays. I go really heavy into economy and just make do with my military for the time being, and then it becomes easier to field better forces later on. But we can already draw on some pikemen. We've got crossbows, swords. We've even got a few polearm infantry units here, which is very nice. What about in Paris? Yeah, a lot more we can draw upon in Paris. My goodness, look at this. We could already get dismounted chevalier, sergeants, the early period. Again, more pikemen, axe sergeants. These guys would be good shock infantry. We can even get some crossbow cavalry. That might be interesting. Early period melee cavalry. Yeah, so not too bad. However, we are pretty much towing the line as far as our expenses go, so we're probably not going to be able to raise anything this turn, unfortunately. By the way, I just love the music. For those of you guys that haven't subscribed to the music pack for 1212, there is one that's available now, and it really makes it more medieval. Like, the authenticity is there. Finally cutting out the Attila music and getting something a little bit more to the time period. Okay, so let me just look real quick at our two provinces. So we've got Francia, which is a complete province, and then we've got Aquitania. Unfortunately, Toulouse is one, and Bordeaux is the other. So, surprisingly, not at war with England just yet. They're actually neutral with us and trading, which is interesting. So who hates us the most? So Toulouse, are they alone? They're actually military allies with Aragon. Interesting. Very interesting. And it looks like the Almohad Caliphate is number 1 in strength. England being 5, we are 7. But just look at this map, guys. A massive, massive map. Of course, you've probably seen the Attila map before. But this has just been completely converted. And all of these would be 12-12 factions now that you could play. Very, very cool. Got the Kievan Rus up here. And got Denmark. And Empire of Nicaea, and then the Empire of Trebizond was taken away from multiplayer use, but they are a playable faction in the campaign, which is a really nice thing to see. Could probably get some of those awesome Trebizond archers. Okay, so I would like to push in against Toulouse, but I'm guessing they probably have an army there, I would imagine. They've got 2 settlements, so we might just have to hole up for now. I'm actually...
Get the stakes up!
I mean, we could... I don't want to trespass against England just yet. But yeah, this is the one city within this province. So it looks like this province is actually quite large. I'm not sure if I want to dump it into that yet. I think we should just continue to level up Francia. Surprisingly, Paris isn't the main settlement here. Interesting. It's actually Lyon here. Alright, so... our sanitation is lacking. And if we look... Christianity is 100%, which is excellent. These really help with public orders, so... we don't really need to upgrade that, so I'm thinking upgrade this, because that's going to give us some extra wealth. It's also going to aid in our road development. 7,500, though, it's quite expensive. Let's see what the building chains are here. City Jewish community, very interesting. A lot of wealth from banking, but then it affects your public order. And then, of course, we have agricultural buildings, which will probably... our food is good now, but once it turns to winter, I'd assume that it's probably going to go down. We've got wheat fields here, so that would be this chain. The dairy farm offering a lot more food, though. The pig farm as well. And the Distillers Guild. Interesting. Ooh, this would be really good to have at least one of them per province, because not only does it give public order, which probably won't be an issue for the French because we're probably going to build a lot of churches, But that 1,400 wealth from industry is huge, and then plus 100% from agricultural buildings. So just adding some agricultural buildings in here, we could significantly increase our income. And this is the sanitation building. We should probably get one of those in here. Garrison, I mean, our garrisons are probably okay. Yeah, I mean, they're not bad. They're decent enough that we probably won't have to put in any extra garrisons. So let's continue past that. Military recruitment, though, will definitely be useful. So we will probably need a muster ground in here, but I think that will be the last thing that we put in. Again, really wanting to focus on my economy. And then, of course, the weapons upgrades would be really good to have as well. Good, so we will keep an eye on that. I might have to readjust some of these things here. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if we really need the fairground. It does give a lot of wealth, but we'll have to take a look and see. Alright, so I think we already did look at diplomacy. Nobody really wants anything to do with us, which is fine.
Your command.
I think... See, can we... Really, is that the only way to go about this? Let's check on this faction real quick, see if it could be an easy knockout. Oh, no! Holy Roman Empire is going to block us in that, so that's a little frustrating. What is the strength of the Holy Roman Empire? 21, so surprisingly they are not a strength at all. Very interesting. I guess a lot of their strength comes from their tributaries. Look how many they have here. My goodness. So when you factor in the strength of all of them here, they probably would be close to #1 in power. Anyway, so let's actually come up this way. Where's Flanders? Flanders is military allies with England. Okay.
We hunger for battle.
But this should be enough to stop whatever they send against us. I'm assuming that England and Flanders will declare war on me eventually. So let's bring the king down this way. And then we'll probably hit Bordeaux and maybe Toulouse and then swing around this way. I don't know who owns that. Probably Genoa, I'd imagine. Not too sure. Also not sure if there are agents in this. Yes, it doesn't look like there are any agents. Or maybe there are. Who knows? So we need a tavern. Actually, yes, it looks like there is agents available. Okay, we'll keep that in mind, because I think definitely having some spies around would help us significantly. Priests, not so much unless we're conquering south, you know, where Castile is battling the Umayyad Caliphate. I'm sure it's not very Catholic in these southern areas, so maybe getting priests there will eventually be useful, but definitely a champion, I think, would be good. And also, what do we need for the spies? Spies and assassins is the tavern. Well, what is champion then? Because these are champions. Also taverns. Okay, so we'll definitely look to get a tavern in there very shortly. Do we have a city square building here? Yes, we do. Can we convert this to a tavern? What is this giving us right now? Okay, let's convert this one to a tavern. And then we will be able to get spies out, which is excellent. Okay, I think we are finally ready to end our first turn. No, we are not. We still have to assign a provincial governor. Okay, so let's see who we got here. This guy, very loyal, but he's quite old. This is 34. So let's put him in Francia. And then... Oh, I've already got the maximum number of governments. Okay. So this guy... Louis... So here's my son. He's 12. I also have a daughter. Oh, my heir is illegitimate, though. That's interesting. This is his wife. Superior. Interesting. But if this is his son, why wouldn't we make him the heir? Yeah, let's not rock the boat on that. We'll just leave that for now. And edicts, of course. So we have to take a look at these edicts here. So, religious tolerance, no. Militia drilling, no. Wealth from agricultural, wealth from commerce, and 3 growth. That sounds very good. Army capacity, no, because we can't really recruit anything. Don't want to upset public order too much. Maintenance costs minus 50%. We don't really have too many buildings that cost maintenance. Yeah, the church is actually minus 1,000. And that's up to 1,600. So that would knock it down to 800. So we'd actually save 800 gold, but then we'd also lose a bit of the tax as well. I think we should just go for this one. Very, very good. And end the turn. The first turn in my Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD campaign. Oh, I'm so excited. Obviously, this campaign won't really go for full map completion. This is basically just a showcase. I will do another campaign as the updates come out, and finally, once it does release, we'll probably do a full map completion, and I will have a vote up on YouTube and stuff for you guys to take part in. But basically, this is just a showcase, so we'll probably take this for, I don't know, like 10 parts, 12 parts, maybe more, depending on how long it takes for the next update to come out. And again, guys, be really solid in the feedback down in the comments, just so we can really lock down some issues that you guys may see in the mod that I'm missing, or just with praise for these 1212 AD guys. So English invasion of Normandy. The lowly King John of England begun preparations for an invasion of Normandy. This is not good. Okay, he hasn't invaded yet. The English are joined by the County of Flanders and the Holy Roman Empire. Oh dear. The time has come to mount a defense and throw those English dogs back into the sea. Okay, that is definitely a problem.
Ready for battle.
So yeah, let's force march the king back up this way. We're definitely going to need some help over here. And then I'm thinking we withdraw to Orléans. This is our southernmost province, but I need to see how much the English are going to throw at these shores here before I commit troops down south. Like I said, Toulouse will probably have an army as well. Where were we converting that tavern? Yeah, so that's going to take 2 turns. 5 more turns for that. Got to keep an eye on the food consumption as well. I think I may do kind of like I did in my Ancient Empires campaign and just make sure that every city has a food building. Do we really need this library is the thing. I'm not sure if we need that, to be honest. Let's see here. I'm thinking maybe we put What do we have here? We've got stone. So we could put a stone quarry in. Watermill. Resource buildings. Here we go. So let's see how much a stone cutter would make. Construction cost reduced. And 2,000 from industry. That's actually really decent. Kind of thinking maybe we get rid of this church here, since we're already 100% Catholic. I could always upgrade this if I need to. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of that, and we're going to put a stone quarry in there, because that's going to help make everything else cheaper that we're building here. Good, good, good. And this, yeah, city sanitation. We're definitely going to need something in there for sure. Sanitation +8, and in adjacent provinces too. That'd be really helpful. And it looks like it might only be able to go in the capital, because it says capital sanitation. So, yeah, we'll probably throw that in, I think. And that should help things out. Settlement has basic walls. If we upgrade this... Oh, so we can actually upgrade these to have walls as well. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So, fortified town, market town, donified fief. So they all have basic walls. And they all have the same expenditure of food and squalor. This gives public order, which is good, but less growth. This doubles the growth, and this gives only public order. And this gives a lot of money. A lot of money. So let's convert this over as well. We don't even have enough money. So when we can, we'll convert that over to a commune. And what is this? Yeah, that's also a market town there too. So I think that's kind of what we're looking for here. And then maybe at Lyon we should make a citadel. Because this is going to take away our taxes. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do, but we're definitely going to have to save a lot for that. Okay, so the Holy Roman Empire and Bavaria have gone to war. The Upstalsboon League and the Holy Roman Empire have gone to war. Good, so it looks like they're losing some of their... Looks like they're losing some of their vassals. Kingdom of England, Kingdom of France. Yeah, so we did lose some of our trade agreements as well. Okay, so... we can't really afford too much more. I would love to get these dismounted Chevalier in, but they are 300 per turn. That is pretty pricey. But I think this is okay. We should be able to fend off. I mean, there's a 13 stack here. They're not able to reach us this turn, but Flanders might. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. And then I can hold out at Orléans if Toulouse decides to head north. And Lyon, we could always hop over to there if need be. Very good. Okay, another end turn. Yeah, England is coming for us.
The people see you as
I'll take that, but I'm not paying you for it. The Fifth Crusade, Fourth Council of the Lateran. Pope Innocent III proclaimed a new crusade to free the Holy Land from the Saracens at the Fourth Council of the Lateran, held this year. Various Catholic rulers will soon be asked to join the crusade, though its intended target is not precisely known. Well, that's going to be a bit difficult considering I'm dealing with an invasion right now, Pope, so you're going to have to wait for that, I think.
Is that all?
Okay, so let's come up to here. I just want to see what they're doing over here.
At your command.
Who has the better force for defending? Yeah, let's keep the crossbows in there for now. And they're building up to a 20 stack. This is going to draw out my garrison, though. So let's move back here. And then hopefully they'll attack the city first, and then the king can come in as reinforcements. There we go. We're up to 700 gold, which is nice. Because we knocked down this church, that's why. So we're saving a lot of money on maintenance costs. And we have 6k. So we can convert this over. But not that. We're just shy of that, so maybe we'll do this first. Commune. Yes, I think that's the one we wanted. It's going to give us a lot of wealth. Or maybe should we do one of each? What do you guys think? Should we do one of each? Have like one of them being the market town, one of them being the Donified Thief, which will kind of be the clergy. Because at Paris, we've already got this chapel, so we could convert this over to a Prince Abbacy, which would help us keep our Catholic Christianity up, and give us a little bit of wealth and public order. And then we could make this the main settlement that's defensible. Change that to the fort and eventually to the citadel. And then this one we could make the market town because we've got the fort. I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll change this over first. Then we'll have to change this over. That's going to be expensive. And then we'll change this over. I know it's a lot of money wasted, but it just makes sense. To me, anyways. Okay, so it looks like they're losing a lot more. War declared between the Papal States and the Holy Roman Empire. Brabant. And yeah, we're demolishing a church. I don't know. So the Holy Roman Empire is getting weaker and weaker, it looks like. Yeah, they've lost all of their vassals. Wow. So the only worrying thing about that is if they just steamroll all their vassals, they're going to become quite powerful. Quite powerful indeed. I kind of want to strike out at Flanders, but we'll see if they come in and lose their army first, and then we'll retaliate real quick. I should still... I can reach it in one turn. Okay, and end it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
The people see you as worthy allies and suggest that you consider...
Yeah, that's fine. So England's sending 2 armies south, and Toulouse is sending 2 armies north, so that is worrisome. So let's see, for you... Can you go after them, please? And does anyone else want to trade with me, perhaps?
The day's greetings to you. Speak, for you have my attention.
No.
In the name of the state, welcome.
Nice. Close. Maybe next
My
turn.
salutations and the good wishes.
Let's try and non-aggression with everyone here.
Be welcome. I listen and speak. In the
Bologna.
name of the state, welcome. Speak.
I will be a patient audience.
Yeah, they're too powerful. They're not really going to care. Okay. All right, so
We hunger for battle.
let's give over... Actually, let's give him all of these. And then we're going to take the Cav out of his army. And we're just going to be a cavalry reinforcement.
At your command.
That's a pretty pitiful army. I would love to get a pike unit in here, but... Stonecutter. And does that mean I don't have enough money for this? Oh, I need one population surplus to change? Really? Oh. I can do it over here, though. Change this to the fort, so we'll go ahead and get that started.
Commander, ready for battle.
Maybe down here. So what does Toulouse have? 13, so 23.
For battle.
And we've got 11.
Commander,
Got 22. 22 to 23. I feel like we should be okay. We should be okay there. I'm more worried over here. There's no mercenaries available. Let's just get one pike unit. See what we can do with that. No, let's not. I'm feeling confident. let's just hope that Flanders doesn't come in with England to attack, because that would be pretty disastrous. And good. End the turn. Okay, so here they come. This may be our first battle. Oh, they're sieging us? Really? I'm wondering if their king isn't in reinforcement range. We might be able to move out and strike them one at a time. That could be good.
We always remember with honor those we consider to be friends.
I kind of wanted to go after
Do not
you,
wish to be
but
counted in that number.
yeah, for now. Can't attack you, so might as well get a bit of money for that. Okay, so we're negative funds. Crusade for Cairo. The Pope has formally declared the beginning of a holy war against the Muslims in Egypt, seeking to reestablish Christian rule in lands long lost to the Saracens. If Cairo can be taken, the rest of Egypt will soon fall, and then can be used as a staging ground for an attack to retake Jerusalem. Oh man, I don't know if I have the forces for this, though. The time has come to prove yourself a true servant of the Lord. His Holiness Pope Honorius III now calls upon every able-bodied Christian in Europe to answer his call to arms. The main target of the crusade is Cairo, and if taken, the crusade may proceed into the Holy Land and liberate it from the infidel hands once and for all. Joining the crusade will be a substantial commitment, though not without rewards, but abstaining will surely trouble the Pope. Faction has joined the crusade for Cairo and will now be at war with the faction, holding it until the city is taken from their hands or the invasion is repelled. So that's good. It looks like we don't have to go right away, I don't think, which is good. The amount of zeal you've shown by your willingness to crusade in the name of the Lord has greatly pleased His Holiness. Your papal favor has considerably increased. Is there a way to see that? How do we see that? I'm very curious. Prosperity destitute. Yeah, we're struggling. Okay, actually, you know what? He needs a wife here to get some more kids. He's 48, so he should be good enough. And this daughter is 15, so she's too young to seek a husband. Here's a general. Can put him in here. Doesn't really help too much, though, so we'll just leave that for now. So yeah, if there is a way to see the papal approval, that would be something good to add in. Papal standing, public order up to 4 bonus from the presence of your state religion, but that's not the papal favor itself. So maybe there is a way to see that, and I just don't know whereabouts it is. Decreases immigration, really? Is this the Trump button? No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so I wonder... Yeah, he's just in reinforcement range. Do they not think that we could beat them? They do have a lot of crossbows and a lot of cav. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of cav. They have... Actually, we have 6 units of cav. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have the same. And they have 6 crossbows. We have 3, 4, 5 crossbows and 2 archers. It's pretty close to the same odds, to be honest. I feel like we can win this, so let's have our first battle in the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 campaign. I will see you guys on the battlefield. Alright guys, welcome to the battlefield, and I tried to get us a nice sunny day, but unfortunately it was either rain or fog, and we ended up with rain. But here is our forces, or at least half of our force. We've got our archers here, some early period sergeants, we've got our melee cavalry here, of course my general's bodyguard looking very flashy, and then we've got my shock cav over here as well, and we should have my reinforcements coming in. Yeah, so let's quickly move them up to the front lines, and we'll get situated, and then we will move forwards. We actually have a lot of pole arms, which is nice. Okay, so how do I want to do this? So let's put all of these in a group with the spears on the flank. And then archers with the crossbows in the center. And then let's have the polearms on the flanks to support. Know that their cavalry will be headed for the flanks. And then we will put melee cav in one, put them over here, and shock cav to this side. For the glory of France! Very nice. So they're probably going to hold their position, I would imagine. Oh no, they're actually coming forwards. Okay. We need to get our guys into position then, quickly. Oh, they aren't putting these spears on the flanks. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to manually do this then. That's fine. So they pulling back now? No, they're still coming forwards ahead of their main army, which is good for me. So let's kind of tighten our position here. And then we'll have the swords and spears right behind. And let's move the pole arms up as well. And we'll get the cavalry over onto the flanks too. Apologies for that noise in the background. My cat is coughing right next to my chair. Okay, so let's focus on what we're going to do here. Let's go for these junior knights first. And are these guys in range? It looks like they are. Oh no! Not what I wanted to happen, but that's fine. I've got my pole arms very close at hand. Okay, archers pull back. Shield wall for these guys. Yeah, you're dead. That's fine. Let's get some pole arms into there. That's fine, that's fine. They're sending all their cav in at the same time, looks like. Actually, they're doing quite solid over here. Just pull back a bit. Yeah. Take out their crossbows as quick as we can. And fire at that cav there. Charge into the backs of this cavalry for me. Yeah, good volleys there. Very nice. And let's swing out to the flanks. Oh yeah, these spears having some problems. Yeah, that cavalry is dead for sure. Oh no! Threw my cav in there for no reason whatsoever, but luckily we've broken them on this flank. Very good. Let's send one of them to wrap that up. Okay, let's reform our lines. Surround this if we can. Yeah, I guess that cavalry is lost. That is really too bad. I'm going to leave it in combat, though. You guys know how I feel about that. Quick, fire, fire! This is going to be a bad charge. Yeah, they got a good charge on those crossbows, my goodness. Or on those the archers? They are the archers. There we go. Pole arms surrounding them in the center. General is dead. Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. We need to free up this flank, though. Need to claw this back. Been really sloppy with my cavalry. I didn't expect this effectiveness here from the AI. They're doing really solid. I'm actually being a little scrubby right now. And actually fire on these pole arms. That's a juicy target. Because they're sending them to reinforce here. Just so you guys are aware, I did not enable the performance mod for this, guys, because it is a new campaign, so I'm not sure if that mod is even compatible with it. But I'll ask the 1212 modders if they think it will work for battles, just because it does make it definitely a lot smoother. And if they think there's not a problem with it, then we can enable it for the next episode. Come on, hold him in there. Don't let him escape. Who's giving up? Yeah, they are struggling over here. I've got some more cav just chilling here doing nothing. Yeah, keep chasing him down. Good, good. So he keeps trying to withdraw his general. And let's sneak these guys over here. let's try and sneak them here so that they can fire onto the backs of all these units. But I think we've got this now. Let's get these guys over here as well to fire into their backs. This is like playing Medieval 2 all over again, just with better graphics. This Medieval 2 soundtrack. There we go. Fire on them. Actually, don't even charge in there. Just stay back. And there we go. I think it is going to be a rout very soon. What do we got here? 6 levies, not a problem. You guys can come after them, though. And let's just make sure we run down as many of these guys as we can. Oh, good. They returned. Yes, they are. And that is victoire. Excellent. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Make sure we run down all of these traitors to the French crown. How dare they call themselves French? What do we got over here? 4 spear sergeants. Not worried about that. We do need those crossbows to die, though, for sure. You guys can hold fire. Just let them run them down. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, not many escaping here. So we did get pretty battered there. I was a little surprised at how aggressive they were with their cavalry, but we managed to turn it around. I don't think we lost any full units, which is excellent. Yeah, take out those crossbow sergeants. And then hopefully we can take a few turns of replenishment and then maybe move south towards one of their settlements. Who knows? Let's get a volley on these guys here as they try to escape. Nope, maybe not. But the cav will catch them. Well done. I think we can end it there. So a decisive victory, and our first victory for France. And there we go. It looks like both armies completely wiped out. We did lose 598, but luckily all of my units survived, even the cavalry that I was just so slow to respond to. How did their cavalry do? 21, 46, 1961. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Crossbows not getting too many kills, which is good. Meanwhile, yeah, good kills from mine there. 88, 116, 157, 93, 65. Some of the polearms doing really well. And 253 on some of my cavalry, 143. Very nice. So, let's take the replenishment.
We hunger for battle.
And we are just back in the positive. Got to repair all this stuff here.
At your command.
And can I move south? I can. Yeah, let's move down to here. Because I still want to be able to replenish within my territory.
Your next command.
Morale, authority, or cunning? Which one? Well, he's not a governor, so we don't really want that. Campaign movement, so yeah, let's go down that, I think. Very good. And can we reach this next turn? It looks like we might just be able to.
We hunger for battle.
But the problem is we can't afford any units down there. Can't afford it.
Commander.
But that will be converted soon. This is going to be done in 2 turns. This is going to be done in 1 turn, which will also help us in conversion costs. Which is good at Orleans. Yeah, just repairing all of that. Let's take a look at our diplomacy once again. Burgundy. If you can come up here and help with England, I'd appreciate it.
Welcome, worthy guest. I trust you bring words that will enhance the honor of your people in our eyes.
Yeah, so nobody that friendly with me just yet. How about you guys? Can we get trade now? No. No, we can't. Alright, I think one more end turn and then we'll end the episode. An enemy killed in battle. Yes. Bold move, England. Bold move. But if that's a full 20 stack, plus they'll be getting defenses from being in a fortified stance, we might not be able to push against them, unfortunately. Noble marriage? Excellent. Let no man tear asunder. These two have been successfully married. So let's see how we did. Educated. Very nice. So more personal influence and research rate for civil developments. And they're the same age. That's cute. Good. Very good. Okay. So what is this? Town barracks, basically. So it's giving us some better garrisons. That's a very expensive building, though. We'll probably get rid of that, I'm guessing.
At your command.
And I'd love to push in, but I doubt that this army is going to be strong enough, unfortunately. That is a mighty, mighty garrison. And Toulouse, unfortunately, I can't see what they have. Let's move just right here.
Ready for further
What do they have here? Well, I mean, we could try and starve them out. They don't have much cavalry. They've only got the one, actually, so we could definitely defeat that. And let's see if they're just foolish enough to come out against us.
We take this
So we'll just
settlement.
encircle that for now. Now, I have to watch my integrity as well. Because the integrity, if it drops too low, then my men will start to desert, which is really annoying. And also over here, see, this is the reason why it'd be good to have spies. Aha, so the champions are assassins. Interesting. And these are spies. So Watchman, campaign spotting chance, very useful. Authority and critical success chance. Let's go for this guy. And we're going to send him down this way. And that might be good, getting an assassin in. Let's actually get the assassin up here, though. I know I'm spending a lot of my money, but because it takes population surplus to convert those buildings, don't really have anything else to spend it on. There we go. And although our income is looking not too bad, so maybe I can get a pike unit in here? Or can I get mercenaries? Yeah, mercenaries may not be added in yet, so that might be something that they'll be working on for the future. But that's what's great about 1212 too, is they have such a rich mercenary pool to pull from, with like a lot of the free company footmen that they've already got the models working for, and the Ecorture units, which were banded mercenaries as well. So definitely good there. And then they've got mercenary German knights. Really, really good. Mercenary Swiss pikemen, I believe, and Swiss halberds. So let me see here. What's the
fight with us.
Actually, I can just do this. Missile block 30. Yeah, these are much cheaper. Could get another one of them. How much is this here? I don't even think I can build that unit. Anyways, we'll leave it for now. Yeah, they've got billmen in there, a lot of cavalry.
Salutations.
But we'll be going to try and assassinate William here
Salve.
with this guy. Very good. So I think there's not much else I can do. Okay, one more end turn. Oh, unassigned skill. Really? Who's this for? Governor? Tax rate, please, and then we'll go for construction cost. Where are you going? If you can reach that in one turn, oh my goodness. Are you serious? Really? So he's going right for the jugular, right for Paris. Dang, that sucks. And these early period garbage units, plus they've got longbows, which are going to do way better than my crossbows. I mean, we'll have to fight this, but I did not expect him to just sneak right on past like that. He does outnumber us 2-1, but I think a lot of his units here have pretty low missile block. Yeah, but he's probably going to take Paris in the next episode, and then we're just going to have to quickly hightail it down here and just take it back. But thank you so much, guys, for watching this first installment to the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 campaign. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And I just wanted to give a special shout-out over the Christmas holidays. I actually got two of my first Patreon supporters, Nolan and The Hunted, so I just wanted to give them a little shout-out. Thank you so much for your support. And for those of you guys that don't know, I am having my first community meeting on Discord just to discuss the future of the channel and see how I can improve things, see get your guys' feedback on what you might like to see, and also some improvements for the Discord as well. And in the description, I've got all the links for my social media like Discord, Twitter, Facebook, and whatnot. So again, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.